What is going on, guys? It is Mike, AOD81, and we are on video number 19 of our Lords of the Fallen walkthrough. If you've been following along, in the last video, we finally took care of Isaac, finished the backside of the Pilgrim's Perch area, got everything along the way, and now we are at the Manse. We progress the Iron Wayfarer there. He is not there anymore, but he's on to his next progression point, and we can go ahead and move forward from here. Actually, I think I do have a level. Yeah, I got a level that I can take up. So what do we want? Barely got a level, but I'm gonna put one more point in vitality for right now. So that takes care of that, and we're gonna proceed forward. There's gonna be a couple enemies down there. Sometimes you can fall and hit one, then you'll get rid of the other one. It's an archer and an avowed, I believe. Yeah, an avowed. Then up ahead, you're gonna see there's an avowed sitting by the gate. Take him out. And we're going to be able to open that gate in a minute, but first we have to come over here and we're going to pop Umbral. Okay, on ahead there's going to be a gargoyle that... Okay, he's already on the ground, so we'll go ahead and take him out. And we're going to run forward on this spine, up the steps. There's a Wither Mage. And another gargoyle is going to fall, so we want to hurry up and get out of Umbral. So you saw him drop there right at the end. He's up there somewhere. So once we got up the steps there, we use our Umbral exit. We're going to move on forward, and right below us is going to be an Avowed. So we can drop an attack, take care of him. If we look to the right, there's going to be the gate. And we can pull the lever to go ahead and open that shortcut. And we can move on back this way. For some reason, I was thinking there was a dedicated item in here, but apparently not. So ahead, we're going to have a Holy Bulwark with an archer up top. I'm going to go ahead and buff my weapon, and we'll go attack the bulwark. Try to stay below the archer where he can't get us. Now I'm going to take care of that archer. I'll run up these steps, see if I can target him and get him from here. Okay, we got him. Alright, now over here to the left, there's going to be a dedicated item. That's going to be the map of the Manse. Then if we go back by our stairwell, we'll break through these boxes, and there will be an item back here. Some Duralium nuggets. And instead of going, no, actually we are going to go up the steps. And instead of going all the way up and around, we're going to use our lamp right here to walk through the gate. There are going to be two Avowed to the right. Sorry, it's just one. There's two there on my difficulty. But in this corner, we're going to have a dedicated item. That's going to be a Vigor Skull. And up here, we can either just use our lamp to walk through. If you haven't killed that archer for some reason, you could obviously come over and kill him. I believe that's just a drop. Yeah, that's just a drop from the archer. Or you can just pop Umbral because we have to anyway. And we're gonna pop this vine in front of us. And then we can just drop out right here. The reason we couldn't use Umbral to go across before was because of that entity blocking it. But now we've got that taken care of, so we can go up this way. And there's going to be a Reaper. I'm lucky he didn't hit me there. Okay. That's how you parry, by the way, if you are trying to parry. But, we're gonna get this Umbral Belly here to our left. And that's gonna be the Cursed set. So you're definitely gonna want that for your collect all armor trophy. And then we can just exit Umbral. And we're gonna go up this ladder. And as we go up these steps, there's a little gap we have to jump across. If you miss it, don't worry, you'll just fall down below and you can run back up and try again. But just beware, if you're running up those steps, there is a gap. Now, right up here, there's going to be an item at the top before we drop out. And there's an archer below us. We are going to take care of this holy bulwark here. That's just a drop. This should just be a drop. And then there's just a couple of these harmless enemies. Now if we go over here, over by the wagon, there's going to be a dedicated item. That's going to be a Vigor Skull, and just so you know where we're at, this is where we would have gone if we would have just run up instead of using our lamp to go back and get all that Umbral, go through the Umbral area to get that Umbral Belly. So you would have just run up this way if we hadn't done all that. And now we're going to proceed into the building. As soon as we walk in to the right, there's going to be an archer. If he's yep, he's aggroed already, so I'm going to try to take care of him. Sometimes he won't be aggroed if he's walking away as you walk in and you can go past him. But once we go forward, a Crimson Rector is going to break through the wall, along with an Avowed. And ooh, just a tad late on that dodge. There's the Avowed. Okay, now we could just go forward, but I'm gonna walk with my lamp this way to the left. They both lead to the same place pretty much, but I'm going to take us through and get all the items, so don't worry about it. This hall and area does have a few items laying around, and there's also some enemies walking around, so watch out for those. But if we take this right, see there's an enemy across there. We'll break these boxes up here on, we'll call this the bridge. There's going to be some unripe berries. Nothing's aggroed yet. There's an Avowed. But we have a dedicated item right here on the shelf. It's going to be a bleed cure. We're going to be going down there in a minute, but first we'll go up here. Sometimes there's an enemy walking this hall, so beware, but there's a dedicated item on this shelf. It's going to be a Vigor Skull. Dedicated item here. Smite Cure. Now if we go to the end, there's going to be the rest of our enemies. Go ahead and take care of him. And I believe that is going to be it. So now we can go down this way. It wouldn't have mattered if we came from this side or that side. We went around and got all the items around the back. And there's also this door that we can't open with a holy bulwark inside. We'll get to that later. We can't open it now. We have to come from the other side. But now we're gonna go down this way, turn right, and there's gonna be a breakable wall right here in between where where the Crimson Rector broke through this wall, and the way up here to go around and get all the items. There's this breakable wall. So we're gonna walk down this way, pop Umbral. There's gonna be a mage. I believe there's 2, 3. Okay, so there's a couple mages. Then we're just gonna continue down. I'll kill these seed pods. Or the enemies that spawn from them. There's a couple more. And then all the way at the bottom, there is this dedicated item. That's the Lucent Sword Ring. Now, obviously, that goes towards your Rings and Pendants trophy, but it's a pretty special ring because you can only get one. On my main character, once you find the one, it never appears again. A second one never shows up. And let me take care of these guys real quick. We just came back up from the Umbral area that we just entered, and there's an exit right here that we can use. We're just gonna go ahead and use it. But that Lucent Sword Ring is special in that you can only ever get one, and also it's undroppable. Like if I've gone into multiplayer and tried to drop it for somebody that's missing it, it won't let you drop it. Actually, I can probably show you right here. If I go into my inventory and go to my rings, oh, actually, it will let you drop it now. It used to be undroppable. It used to only give you the option to discard it. So I take that back. Apparently, they must have changed that in a patch. But anyway, there are undroppable items that if you miss, you can't have somebody drop it for you. I've helped a lot of people platinum this game, and a lot of stuff I can drop for them, but certain things just aren't droppable. You'll have to get them for yourself. So anyway, this is where the archer was standing when we first entered this area. We went in through that way, went all the way around, got all the items on the way, and now we're going to continue out this stairwell. There's a spot to drop a seed, but I'm not going to drop one because there's basically just that holy bulwark standing between us and our next vestige point. So we're going to come out here. There is an archer up top. You guys sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something when they're dodging. Yeah! But anyway, that he's gonna drop that Mance kitchen key, which we need. But we're gonna continue forward, walk into the hallway. I'm gonna pass that for now. And I'm gonna come in here and activate this vestige. Now, I don't really need to rest, but I am going to rest because this is a spot where Tech Ear is going to spawn, so we're going to come up here and talk to him.
In the divide, it's quite something. Hello again, friend.
And he has a Holy Bulwark Mace as a new weapon in his store. Those do get dropped, so you don't have to buy that one. But if you remember from a prior video, I talked about this Righteous Pulverizer that's in his store. You definitely have to buy this hammer. It's not out in the world as an item pickup, and it's not droppable. This is the only spot you can get it. So you definitely want to buy this hammer. And as I talked about before, the Exiled Stalker daggers, I would go ahead and buy one just so you have it in your inventory. It's only 600. I think they do drop, but not that often. So aside from that, he's just got some new consumables in his inventory. And obviously at some point, if you're trying to platinum, you have to buy all these armor pieces. These aren't droppable. You have to buy all of these.
May your
So
path be blessed.
now he's progressed, so he will go to his next progression point when we get there. He's going to stay here for now, but once we get to a certain area, he'll proceed to his next progression point. So I'm just going to turn around from the way we came. That Holy Bulwark out there is going to respawn, but first I'm going to turn right and go into this room. There's going to be an Avowed right here to the right. And there's also an Archer up the stairs. Sometimes he's standing there as you enter the room. But if you look to the left, right here, there's going to be a dedicated item on this little altar. So we're going to pick that up. It's going to be a Heavenly Vial consumable. Then we're going to proceed up these stairs. There should be an Archer somewhere. Okay, 2 of these are enemy drops. 1, 2. This is a dedicated item. This is where that Archer was that was shooting at us when we were fighting the Holy Bulwark before to get the Mance kitchen key. But this is a dedicated item. It's going to be Duty's Chime, which is an axe. Or is that a pole arm? I think that's a pole arm. But up this way, there's an item in there that we can't get to yet. We can't get through that door from this side, but we are going to get it. Like the other door that I showed you, we have to come in through the back. But we are going to get it. So now we'll just go back out here and we'll fight the Holy Bulwark again. Or this may be a Pure Blade? No, I think he dropped a Bulwark Mace, didn't he? I forget how you tell the difference. Okay, so we get rid of him again. And this is the way we originally came from. Came out, fought him. Eventually we're going to be going up that hill. But for now, we're going to open this door with the Mance key. As soon as we run in, there's going to be an Archer. We'll take care of him. This was just a drop. That is a Mimic. It doesn't always spawn there. Sometimes it spawns over there to the left by where this Avowed is. He's gonna be aggro. This was just a drop. But there is a dedicated item down here, right by this body. That's going to be a Vigor Skull. There's this Mimic. We'll deal with it in a second. But on the other side of this chimney, there's going to be another Avowed. But he won't aggro until we go over there. He's sitting down. So we'll take care of him. Then we'll soul play this Mimic. Pick that up. And if we look up, there is an item up there. So we're going to shoot that down. It's going to drop. We will grab it. Just some consumables. So nothing too dire, but like I said, we're getting everything. So now we're going to have to pop Umbral to get across. This door right here we can't get through yet. We have to come through the other side. So we need to pop Umbral. We're going to pull this bridge down. And we do have to jump this gap. So we're going to run, jump. And there's going to be a dedicated item right here. Some Wither Salts. We're going to bust through these boxes. Come out here. There's going to be a Wither Mage. We'll take care of him. And we'll pop this Stigma right here. Once we get that going, if we go up this way, up the steps, right around the corner, there's going to be a fairy. So the Stigma's still playing. We took care of the fairy. We're going to get our Umbral Belly. Accusing Spirit. I believe that's a throwable or an ammunition. Let me see. These are all ammos that we picked up. Yeah, there it is. Accusing Spirit. So, yeah, that goes towards your ammunition trophy. So, we definitely wanted that. So, we've got that Umbral Belly. We're going to come back down the way we came. I'm pretty sure we got credit for our Stigma, probably while I was focused on the menu and everything, but I didn't actually see the scourings pop, so I'll just pop that again just to be sure. But we'll pull this bridge across, get on the platform, then pull it across. I'm going to buff my weapon. When we go up this ladder, we're going to go up the rooftop, and there's going to be 3 gargoyles, I believe. Okay, once we take care of the gargoyles, there is a dedicated item right there. Right here by the body. We're going to pick that up. And then we're going to go out this way to the other side of the roof. And yeah, we must have gotten credit before because the Stigma just stopped playing and no scourings popped. So we already got it. As we enter this room, we're going to turn to the right, and we can go ahead and use this Umbral exit. Down below us, there's going to be one of those bell enemies. There's also a couple of mages down here, I believe, so we're probably gonna have stuff being thrown at us, cast at us. Okay, this door we can't, we can open, and it's just a shortcut back to this area that we just ran through. So we're gonna open that door for a shortcut. And now that we've taken care of the enemies in here, apparently all the mages and everything are from a difficulty, a harder difficulty level, not a first run. But before we go into the next room, if we hold out our lamp, we're going to see that there's a belly right there, so we're going to go ahead and pop Umbral again. Pop the belly. Pick up our item, which we definitely wanted because that is going to be our final upgrade chisel for our lamp. And once we've gotten that, we can go in the hallway and we can use the Umbral exit. We only needed to go Umbral then to, just for that chisel that was right there. So we're ready to fully upgrade our lamp the next time we go to Skyrest. Now, when we enter here, I believe there's a couple of mages up here to the right. Take care of these guys. Okay, we're going to be going around this whole area, but I'll take a right here first. And this is breakable. Let me see, did I want to go right or left? It doesn't really matter, we're going to hit both ways, either way, but I think maybe I'll go left first. Which way? Yeah, okay, we'll go this way first. Or will we? You can see there's a stigma right there. We're gonna go right first. Okay. Now, we came up here, killed him. There's this guy. I believe there's a couple stronger enemies around the corner. Yeah, there's an archer. And an avowed. You can see how it's a big circle. It doesn't really matter which order you do this in. But if we hold out our lamp, we can walk in here. And there's an item and a stigma. Now, if we would have gone the other way, we would have been in Umbral anyway. You just need to make sure that you come over this way and get this stigma as well. But we're going to go ahead and pop Umbral. We're going to get this stigma. There's a dedicated item right here. That's going to be a Heavenly Vial. And we're going to walk out the opposite way. And you're going to see we're going to be above the room that we were just in before. And we're going to carefully walk on these rafters to the middle one. And all the way across for an item. That's going to be the Inner Serpent Pendant. So we definitely needed that for our Rings and Pendants trophies. And then we can turn left here. And we can just drop down. Now, in that room below us, there's a few enemies. Let me see if I can jump by the ladder. Yeah, there we go. I thought there was also a Holy Bulwark in here, but that might just be on the difficulty level that I'm on. If we go out to the left towards the altar, we're going to see there's an item right here. We're going to pick that up. And I hear him. Where is he? There he is. Okay, we got rid of him. You see there's an Umbral exit there. We're going to be using one That's why I couldn't remember which way to go first. We're going to be going both ways, but this was the other stigma that I talked about when I couldn't decide which way to go. If we would have come up this way, we would have popped this one first.
Now, Pilgrim, deliver the punishment.
And then we have a dedicated item right here on the table.
Forgive me.
We're going to pick that up. That's twisted bolts. Those
Those
go towards our ammunition trophy. It's crossbow ammunition. So we definitely wanted that. And as you can see, this area is kind of a big circle. This should all be familiar to you. We just ran through all of it. So this is where we just popped our stigma, our second stigma in here, and got the item. We can't get out this door from in here. Before we go down there, we're going to go ahead and walk back out towards the altar. This is where we picked up the item, killed the holy bulwark, walk across the rafter, and we can go ahead and exit Uncle. So I'm going to walk back in, and we're headed for that door on the left here. There is going to be a mimic out there. You can see it right there. As soon as we run out, there's going to be a holy bulwark kind of kneeled to the left, and we're going to go for him. And there should be a few trash enemies next to him. So we got rid of him, got rid of the trash, and there's going to be a shield right here. That's the Trinity shield. We definitely wanted to pick up that dedicated item because that doesn't drop anywhere. So that's going to go towards your weapons trophy. This is the only place you can get it. And then we can come over here and we will soul flay the mimic. Pick up that loot, and then we can use our lamp to walk through here. Right up here to the left, there's going to be an Avowed sitting down. I'll go for him first, and then this one should be aggroed on us. Ooh. I was trying to get fancy and parry, and I let him hit me. So anyway, I guess the Crimson Rector is already aggroed, so we'll take care of him. Ooh, that hurt more than I thought it would. Okay, usually he's walking back and forth up ahead a little bit, but we ended up aggroing him. So we came up from this way, took care of this Avowed, broke some shelves here. There was another Avowed, and then there's this dedicated item right here by the chest. Now we can open this door. This is just more interconnectivity. This just takes us back into the building that we were just in, but we've already cleared this building. So we can go out here, and we're gonna run on over this way, and we're gonna push down the ladder. There's a holy bulwark over there. Let me see if I can get him with magic. Okay, there's also a couple dogs, and Avowed, an archer. The archer just got me. Okay, these two should just be enemy drops. But there is a dedicated item over here by the little bird bath fountain thing. And that's just going to be some bleed salts. And to find out where we are, this is that hill that we didn't go up before. We went in through the man's kitchen, but now we have this ladder to get up into the building. So we're going to proceed up the steps and open this door. Walk in the building. And this is the same building that we were in before. It's all a big circle. That's where we walked through the wall. But now we've gone around the building, gotten all the items, came from this way, got all the items through there, opened all the shortcut doors, opened this door, and now once we opened this door, when we came in, we would make a right, and there's an archer and an avowed here, but we already killed them when we were in the first time, and we haven't rested or anything, so we didn't need to worry about them. Now as we exit out here to the right, on the left hand side, if you happen to be in Umbral, there's an Umbral exit right there if you need to use it. And right here there's also a spot that we can throw a seed. Normally I wouldn't be too worried about throwing a seed here, but I think I am, because we got that antediluvian chisel. I'm gonna go ahead and warp back to Skyrest real quick. It looks like I've also got an upgrade, but I want to check something else too when we go back to Skyrest. Nothing for progression or anything like that. This is just about upgrading my character, aside from the antediluvian chisel. Since we've gotten that, you'll definitely want to come in here and see Molehue. So we'll pop Umbral. And now we can do our final upgrade on our lamp. I believe this is the final upgrade. I'm pretty sure. There's three. I'll know here in a second. But that should have popped a trophy for you if that was indeed the final. Let me see. Yeah, that was the final upgrade. So now we should be able to socket another eye. We should have a secondary slot. I'm gonna keep my hooded Antley eye in the main slot, but now we have a second slot. So we're looking at secondary effects: dread resistance, 15% withered and umbral, extra soul damage, regain 15% withered while striking enemies, 30% item discovery rate, 25 dread resistance. We don't lose as much health when we go into umbral. I'm gonna do the 15 plus 15% withered health regain, I think, while on umbral. And that's regain upon striking an enemy while on umbral. What's the difference there? I thought these two eyes were basically the while and umbral, 15% health withered gain while striking an enemy. I think these do the same thing, it's just they're worded different. Regain plus 15% withered health upon striking an enemy while in umbral. That's what I'm going for, is when we lose withered damage, when we go into umbral, when we strike enemies, this will give us more of that withered health back. So now we've got our, and that may pop pop a trophy too when you fully socket your lamp with eyes. I can't remember if that's a trophy or not, but we should have gotten a trophy for fully upgrading the lamp, and then I think there might have been a trophy there when you socket a third eye into it. So the other thing I wanted to do at Skyrest was I just want to go talk to the blacksmith and see if I have enough shards to upgrade my catalyst. I've got 10. I could upgrade that sword a little more. Do I have enough to upgrade my catalyst? I've got a lot of those. I could sell some of those if I want. What is that? That takes 8. I could... I want both. I want to upgrade my sword and I want to upgrade my catalyst. But I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my catalyst all the way, because now I should be able to use one of my chunks to upgrade it to level 10. If I had enough vigor. What am I lacking? 400? I can take care of that. I'll go ahead and use a 400 skull. And I will finish fully upgrading my catalyst. And that might be a trophy too, if I remember right. I can't remember if that's a trophy or not once you fully upgrade a weapon or catalyst all the way to level 10. But anyway, our catalyst is at level 10. Once I get some more shards, let me see, I have 2, I need 6 to upgrade my sword. And let me see if I've picked up a rune that I can put into that sword. I still don't have any runes. I thought I had one, it just, maybe it's equipped in another weapon that I'm not using anymore. What was I using before? The old Mornstead sword, right? No, I guess I don't. I must not have a rune that shape yet. But anyway, okay. So we got our catalyst fully upgraded, and we fully upgraded our lamp. So now we can just warp back to our seedling, which is going to take us back to the manse area where we're getting ready to cross over into the other building. There's going to be a holy bulwark on the other side. And just so you're aware, this manse area is a large area. We're not going to get through it in one video. So I'm going to have to find a place, a good place. I'm hoping to make it to a certain spot. But if I run out of time, I might have to find somewhere to throw a seed and continue forward in another video. But anyway, we got that was just a droppable from when we killed that enemy. We're going to walk in here. There's a praying enemy to the right and one to the left. For some reason I thought there might have been an item in that back corner, but apparently not. So as we walk out here, there's a door that we can't open yet. So we're going to go to the left and we need to fall. There's a couple enemies. There's an archer right there and an avowed. Sometimes you can fall on them. Okay. I believe that was just a drop. Yeah. The Avowed dropped his mace. Now, as we enter this next room, there's going to be a Crimson Rector, but there's going to be an Archer on the other side of that fountain. So I'm going to run in, and I'm going to try to take care of the Archer real quick, so I can concentrate on the Crimson Rector. Okay, once we've got him taken care of, we shouldn't be able to open this door yet to the right. We're going to continue forward, busting through those boxes. I don't believe there was an item over here. No. So we're just going to bust those boxes, walk on through. Before we open this door and go in it, we want to use our lamp and walk through this little area right here, this little railway, and we're gonna run down the hill. Run, all the way down, all the way down. There's a spot to throw a seed if you need it, but we came down here for this stigma. So we're gonna pop Umbral, pop the stigma.
I suppose we should get back.
And how are we looking on time? I think we got enough time to do some other stuff, but that stigma is the only thing down there. So I'm going to come back in and walk through the gateway, little missing railway that we used our lamp to walk through. And I'm going to buff my weapon. Once we go in here, there's going to be an archer, one of the archers that have dogs. So I'm going to try to take care of her. Take care of the dog. And out here on the balcony is a dedicated item. That's going to be our radiant arrows. So that is ammunition, definitely a trophy item. So that was out here on the balcony by the guy peppered with presumably radiant arrows. So we needed those arrows. We're going to go over here, open the door. There's going to be a couple of dogs out there. Like I said, the armored ones, if you kick them, it'll knock their armor off and stagger them and give you a critical hit. Now, as we go down here, there's going to be a holy bulwark by this fountain. We'll go ahead and kill him. Now, back up here towards the right, there's another holy bulwark, but he's got a parasite. So we're gonna pop that. And you can see there's a face enemy over there too. That's why I'm kind of keeping my distance. Soulflay it. Dodge through that. Oh, I should have dodged. Okay, so we got those taken care of. Those were just drops. Now if we cross over here, there is going to be a mimic. I think sometimes it's there, sometimes it's over there. But also watch out for this archer. He's not aggroed yet, so we'll leave him alone, but we'll soulflay the mimic. Pick that item up, and then we can exit Umbral. Now after I exited Umbral, I'm going to walk back over here. And I'm going to go down. This door we can't open yet. We need a key to open it, but there is a breakable wall right here. I'm going to break through that. And this door we can use our lamp to walk through, but be quick with it. Make sure you bust the boxes on this side of the door so they don't obstruct you. And then when you walk in, as soon as you're in, drop your lamp, because there's a couple of trash enemies, but they try to attack you right away and they'll pull you into Umbral. So lamp, drop it. And we're going to pick up this item. That's going to be Final Whisper. That's a hand weapon, I believe, a fist weapon. But also, we're going to open this door. And this is the beginning of the manse, where we were on the roof where that archer is. And I told you we would eventually get the weapons, or the item, in that room. And he can't get me. So we got that shortcut opened up. We're going to come back up and out. And we're going to run back in here to the other side. And before we go up there, we're going to bust that and use our lamp to walk through this door. We're going to walk down here and pull the lever to bring the elevator up. So just so you know where we are, this was the area that face enemy was in, and we killed those few holy bulwarks. We went down there, got that shortcut opened up. We exited Umbral from over here after we got all our items and everything, and then there's now that archer is aggroed. But then we broke a shelf that was right here that kind of obstructs your view to this. So if you break that, then you'll see this little area where the wall is kind of missing some stones that we walked through with our lamp. So we came in and we called our elevator, and we are going to go down. I'm going to go ahead and buff my weapon real quick. Now, there's going to be a holy bulwark over here protecting what we want. So we got him. Now, when we came down, if we turn left, we can go open this door now. That was from the very beginning of this manse area, that circular hallway that we walked around and got all the items from when we first entered the building. And then we went down in the basement, etc. So that shortcut, it's now open. And now we're also going to open this door. And we're going to go down here and definitely pick up this item, and that is the Damaged Standard. It's a quest-related item for Stoneman, so it's required to progress his quest. Now, once we've got it and we've opened our shortcut door, we can just take our elevator back up. I'm gonna pop a heal, even though I don't think I'll need it. We're coming up on the seed that I wanted to get to. It's gonna be right before a mini boss fight. So we're gonna use our lamp to walk back out into the courtyard, and we're gonna go up the steps that the archer was at. So we've cleared out this whole area. This door we cannot get into yet. We don't have the key for it, but we will clear it out. But everything else over here is done. We've gone down there, walked through the wall, gotten our shortcut, walked through this wall, got our item, our Damaged Standard quest item. So we can continue on up for now. If we were to take a right here, that would take us to our arena where we're going to fight our mini boss. But we are going to go left into here. We're going to drop a seed. You definitely want to drop a seed here because this mini boss fight is a little challenging on a first run. So once we drop our seed, we can turn around and we can go in this room. And there's a dedicated item here in the corner. That's going to be a Vigor Skull. And there's also going to be a breakable wall right here. There's an Avowed right behind it. Once we kill him, we can come open this door. And there's a dedicated item in here. That's the Ring of Shelter, which obviously goes towards our Rings and Pendants trophies. But this is a little standalone area just for that item. But the reason I brought that up real quick is because that Avowed that's standing right here is there. Occasionally, if you go to use this seed and rest, it won't let you because it'll say an enemy is too close. If that's the case, that's the enemy it's talking about. You just have to run over here, kill him, and then you'll be able to rest. But just if that happens. But it didn't happen for us, I don't believe. I didn't check the seed when I first got it, but I wanted to go in there and get those items anyway. So we can go ahead and rest. Now we're going to end our video, but when we pick up on the next time, we're going to go across there and we're going to do our mini boss fight. We definitely want to get that done, and then we will be proceeding further into the Manse. So until then, please make sure to like and subscribe. If this is helping you out, I'd appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next one. That will be, what are we on? Video number 20, I believe. So we'll see you on that one. Take it easy, guys.